So the people over here, it must be your first Comic-Con, because you're not going to be able to see me from that angle. That's in the future. This side. Right. Sorry, I can't move this. Anyway, so welcome to the, what the heck is this? Oh, sorry, okay.
This is your celebration.
Sorry, I gotta go over here. I apologize for the people on the side here. So welcome, this is a spotlight panel on me. So I'm very excited to present myself. So thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna actually, I brought all the supplies that I need for this.
That's a lot.
But they're at the hotel. So I did think of you guys, but I did bring pens. So does anyone have backing boards? Backing boards?
I do.
You guys know what backing boards are?
I got some.
I have a sketch cover.
Sketch cover? I need 4 backing boards. 4 backing boards. Yeah. You know what? Crap. And I brought lottery tickets too, like the kind that you separate out. All right, there's another panel I'm doing later today. It's like 6 o'clock or something. No, 5 what? 5:30 to 7.
Yeah.
It's the same panel as this, but they call it a how-to. I don't, because they don't want to say spotlight again or whatever. I will be more organized for that one. If you come to that panel, it will be a lot better. You can get your money back for this one. All right, thank you. But I do have tickets for that one. But I'll figure out a way to give stuff away. How many people here have toenail clippers by chance? By hand?
I almost brought
2, 3, yeah, see, there's more than usual. Oh no, thank you, I'm done. This is all I need, thank you. These guys are very optimistic. I could just use half of one of these. Anyway, so yeah, this is a spotlight panel, and in this panel I'm going to talk. How many of you guys are new to Comic-Con? I always ask this question. Wow, how do they let new people in? I mean, how did you guys get in? How is that possible? That's amazing, congratulations. Yes, let's welcome all the new people. How many of you are new to a panel like this where, feature me, by myself?
new.
Okay, all right, a lot of people can be disappointed, but anyway, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit, because that's what they, I guess, tell me to do. It's a spotlight panel, and then I'm gonna draw and talk about how I draw Batman, okay? And then for those of you who've seen me around, I've been wearing an arm sling. I injured myself. It's a long story, but I injured myself traveling. You know, like when you put the luggage in the overhead, you pull it down. I had, gold bullion or something in the bag. It was very heavy. I mean, trust me, it was very heavy. And I was trying to break the fall because it was like a little toddler in a crib, and I didn't. Actually, they're twin toddlers. It was really. And so I stopped it. I used all my force, but when you do that, it's like tiny little muscles here to stop it on this side. And I tore those. And that was years ago, and I thought everything was fine. And then this other weekend, I was in Dallas with my kid at school, and I was just talking and walking up some stairs, and I fell forward on the stairs. And I fell forward on my arms, and then that sent a huge jolt of pain. And then and at that point I already knew it was damage, that I had torn these muscles, had an MRI where they injected dye and everything. And then, but that jogged a memory when I was at a convention in Lake Como where I jumped a turnstile, a completely different story. And my foot caught the turnstile and I started going face forward and I stopped myself, my arms. And so that injury sparked the memory of like, oh crap, that's why my arm hurts so much. And so it's messed up. So I put myself in a sling because even shaking hands with people, unless I do it very low to the ground, hurts. And so I'm gonna invite some people to come up and help me draw today because I don't want to aggravate the arm. They decided to put 2 drawing panels at the same time, and we're gonna do a little clinic on drawing Batman. Okay.
Cool.
So so I need someone. Well, how can you put your hands up? I'm going to give you the, to empty all their pockets of their cash and give it to me. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So does anyone know how to kind of draw a little bit?
Not even a little bit.
I like this guy. He's like,
What's your definition of draw?
Okay, Tanya, you want to come up? You want to draw? All right, come on, Tanya. Tanya, come on up. She's a ringer, though. Come on, join the panel. Tanya's an artist in her own right, but she's also Jeff Scott Campbell. Do you know Jeff Scott Campbell?
Yes.
Right. She's his granddaughter. It's true. No. No. Oh no, not so close. Sorry. No.
Welcome.
No, down there. Sorry. Wait. I'm gonna. Yes. No. Right. 1, 2. I need 3 people. So you're at the last one there. So you're the ringer. You're the ringer, and I'm gonna ask you to just draw Batman like. Yeah, that's just draw Batman the way I would draw Batman. Okay. Because we're gonna give these sketches away, so there's no. I mean, you could possibly win, but the goal is you're gonna draw Batman.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be one of the things we give away because I draw and give away stuff while I'm talking about whatever's bothering me. All right. So this is Tanya. Let's give it up for Tanya.
Woo!
You studied the animation arts, right?
Yeah.
You want anything else you want to talk about?
I like to draw things sometimes, but
awesome.
not Batman. I'll try my best.
All right. So now I need someone that. Wait, what? So that one's the ringer. Then the next one. Okay, that one is the. What's the one that's going to be second? Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
It's called an inker.
No. What's the? I need someone that's. Oh no! You know, you're going to be the free artist. You draw Batman however you want. Perfect. All right. But pencils, I'm going to ink it. All right. So
wow, okay.
we need pencils. I don't have any pencils. That's. Anyone have any pencils here? Sorry. I have. Thank you so much, sir.
A pencil.
Okay. All right. Okay. Great.
Or he's got 7.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. Here. Take that back. All right.
Oh, that's
Great. All right. Okay. So then, so you can just draw Batman however you want. Okay. Now I need someone that can draw Batman kind of like the way I would draw Batman. All right, sir, back there. Come on up. Oh, remind me not to pick people too far back, because it takes a lot of time for you to get up here. Hurry! Dead air is bad for panels, that's what I've heard. Right, okay, sorry.
That's what I
Keep
thought.
going. I should call out 2 people and it'd be a race to see who gets here first. And then they would do a battle. Yeah, okay, next one. All right.
That won't get anyone hurt.
You sit right there. Perfect. Okay, so freeform Batman that's gonna look like my style. You know who I am, right? You've seen my work? Dustin Mugen? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No, Win is the answer.
Win.
Sorry, don't worry. So say your name. Say your name. It's all right, don't
My name-
we all make the same mistake.
My name's Justin.
Justin, okay.
Malone.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
From Massachusetts.
Okay. That's right, you asked the question from the previous panel.
That's right.
Oh.
I am a huge fan of your work, so I'll do the best I can.
Oh, okay, well, I'll be the determiner of that.
That is totally fine. This is your opinion.
So, your expectations, like, I'm gonna do the best job possible. You should say, I will just humbly wish to approach the level of art that you are able to conjure out of thin air. Please humbly accept my...
I couldn't have said that better myself. I am not right.
So now I need someone, you don't have to learn how to draw, but you have to be able to take really, really good instruction. And wait, you have to raise your non-dominant hand. Oh, okay, people then know what that means. Okay. There's a guy wearing a mask. I'm intrigued by that, but okay. What? Okay, yes, you want to, okay, sure, come on up. All right, sorry, you're close up, sorry. Guy in the mask was creepy. Are you the question? But why are you wearing, oh, glasses, okay, there you go. All right, cool. All right. All right, so you are?
Alex Jang.
Alex Chang? Jang? Okay, Alex Chang. All right, great. So we're all gonna do Batman. So Tanya, you're just gonna draw however you want. I know exactly what you're gonna draw because I know how your
Wait,
style.
what am I gonna draw?
You're Batman. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually predict what you're gonna draw.
Okay.
But not show it till the end. We'll compare.
Okay.
I'll do that as a side thing.
Oh, that's fun.
Right. Okay. And then, what was your name again, sir? Justin. Justin. Justin, you're gonna. I want you to Google an image of Batman that I've drawn, and I want you to replicate that drawing. And if you're good, I'm gonna give you a job. All right? So, no.
What if I have something with me? Can I draw that?
What do you mean you have something with me?
Oh boy.
No. It's got to be on a backing board.
Jim,
No, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
what side do I draw?
Oh, on the non-glossy side. That one has a watermark on it, though.
to draw this on a board.
No, that's too much. We don't have that much time. That took me like 12 hours. I don't know what you think I do, but that literally took me. Show that cover. That's a 12-hour cover, dude.
It is a reprint of Batman Hush, which is actually pretty hard to
Apparently, he
find.
thinks this can be drawn in 10 minutes.
But what if I did?
I'm just joking.
I know you're joking. All right.
All right, I'm Googling.
Alex. All right. So, do you have drawing skills?
I have some drawing experience. I wouldn't say I'm the best.
Okay, great. But you're good at following instructions.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you know what? I need you to. I'm gonna have you switch with Tanya, if that's all right.
That's
okay.
fine.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
I-
The reason why is I realize you can see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna tell you what to do, but I don't want you to see what I'm gonna draw exactly what I'm telling you to draw, and then we'll compare mine, because either it's you don't understand or my instructions are horrible. We'll let you guys decide. I'm really good at this, though. All right. Okay. All right. So let's pass this down to Alex. Justin, are you Googling something that can be drawn appropriately in 10 minutes? It should just be a headshot. If you want to make a 3/4, no, I rarely do it that angle. I'm the other way. No. That's a lot of work too.
How's that?
Do I sound like a control freak? I don't know. Because I don't like to let it show too badly. Headshot. Jim.
Man, I'm glad I didn't know that.
Okay.
Don't ever speak
Let's
on my-
see what comes up. Wow, use Bing. That's pretty cool.
Rarely.
Sure. Something like that. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna have him do. Oh, it's upside down. Who's running the Elmo? Can you? Oh wait, I have to do it here. Hey. It's rare that I hit the right button. Okay, so I'm gonna just start talking a little bit about myself. Although a lot of you have already probably heard that, and I hate repeating stories, so I could go straight to Q&A. I don't know what, but you know what? No, I have to talk. All right, so we're gonna draw a little bit and we'll see how it goes. Oh, you guys are all working pencil, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. I don't have pencil here. Okay. Well, I have this pencil. It's not great. Oh wait, there's a pencil right here. Okay. You're already done.
I'm going to work on the background now.
Okay, all right. You can put other characters in there if you want. Because you're already done.
I mean,
Okay. All right, let's see. All right,
it's
so,
not very good, but
all right. So, Alex.
Okay.
Okay, don't look at the screen. Look only at your paper. Do not even look at Justin. Look at no one. No one in the audience can help you. You are all alone up here. Okay, so we're gonna draw an egg.
Okay.
Upside down, sorry. Upside down egg. You can't see it.
How big?
Ooh, good question. I'm thinking either ostrich size, maybe like West Australian, the West Australian ostrich. They lay little smaller eggs.
Like 1/3 of the pig.
I'm gonna say maybe 3 inches tall, but upside down.
Okay.
This represents our skull.
Okay.
Okay? Tell me when you complete that. Don't look. You could just.
I'm not looking.
I know, Don. I'm not saying you look. It doesn't have to be a very detailed egg.
Ostrich egg done.
No, wait. You're done? Okay. Now we're going to draw a collar underneath there. Oh, collar. That's not good. Okay. At the top of the egg, the very tippy top in the middle, we're going to draw an arc. The arc is going to have a negative slope initially, and then come down, and then have an approximate 315-degree angle going in the southeast direction. You got that?
Yeah.
You guys got that, right? I don't know, negative slope, I don't know. All right, so all right, draw a dot at the very bottom of the egg, real quick.
Dot at the bottom.
Yeah, in the middle. Now we're going to connect the two dots, but we're going to curve it so that it, all right, let's just draw a very thin line that connects the two dots. Okay, straight.
Where are the two dots again?
The top of the egg in the middle, and the bottom of the egg at the bottom. Oh, you know what? You can look at that screen right there. Urgh.
I'm not looking. I've
Okay.
been looking down the whole time.
All right,
Okay. So,
got it?
I
All right.
got what you're talking about.
All right, got it.
Mine is looking so good.
It is, I saw it. I have to keep something in the shadow. Hold on a second. There. I don't know why that works, but it works. Okay. Now, we're going to put an arc from the top point to the bottom point, and we're going to bifurcate the space that's left of the vertical line in terms of area. Is there a better way of saying what I just said?
Draw a bow and arrow.
It should look like a bow that's pointed to the left.
There you go.
If a bow had a point.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to subdivide. So there's two wedges on the side that look like bananas, hopefully. All right, subdivide that second banana right down the middle.
That looks like a flashlight.
This is how interesting my life is. I'd rather just draw this than talk about it. All right, you got it?
I think so.
Okay, that line that you just drew, from there, go ahead and draw a V, because Batman is angry. Draw a V, oh, sorry, okay, all right. So if that, so hard. Okay, okay, so the line that goes straight up and down, draw a midway point,
Wait.
right?
Okay.
And then go left from that point till you intersect that weird line that we just bifurcated the bifurcation.
Okay.
Oh, this is not going to work. I don't know how in my head it seemed like a really good idea. Okay.
Oh, this is great. I really want to.
All right, so then after all that, just go ahead and draw Batman, all right? It's not a race.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose. Not a race. Remember that we're going to give this away to someone that's in the audience that's going to be happy to receive a piece of original art. Okay?
This is a great idea.
Okay. Are you close?
I'm trying.
Just tell me if you are close to me. I'm just goofing around. I'm just doing stuff. Okay. So let me start talking. Okay. So for those of you who are new to this, my name is Jim Lee. I started out as a comic book artist in 1987. So old. And that's the first year I came to Comic-Con. I've been coming to Comic-Con every year since. So this is my 32nd Comic-Con in a row. Yeah. But I grew up. There were no big budget movies. There was very little on TV that resembled anything that you guys can experience at the Cineplex, at the movie theaters. So I got my fix of superheroes from the comic books. I was born in South Korea. My parents moved here when I was 4.5, and I didn't speak a lick of English, and I learned English, I'm pretty sure, from reading comic books. Because if you read comic books, you don't necessarily have to read the dialogue ones, right? If the artist is doing a good job, they can tell a story from just using the pictures and the panels to tell a story. And so I could understand through the visual vocabulary, the visual imagery that the artist created, what was going on. And then as I slowly started understanding the dialogue and the white balloons, I started understanding what they're saying, and then I started understanding what's in the captions. Why is it so blown out? There we go. In the captions, those typically had a wider vocabulary. Then I started reading the letters pages, then the ads and everything. I mean, I just read it, just was very consumed by it. And I think by the time I was 9 or 12 or something like that, I was pretty sure this is what I want to do for a living. And I thought it was a lot better than all the people that were being published professionally. And I sent in a drawing to a company that rhymes with Barbles. And I don't want to promote them any more than they are. And it was a half-finished drawing of the Hulk. It was like on lined paper, 3-hole paper. And I thought for sure they would hire me. I literally thought they were going to hire me. They sent me a very nice rejection letter. Yes. But that did not deter young Jim Lee. Actually, my name wasn't even Jim Lee at the time. So then I didn't really think about it again. I mean, I still read comics, but I didn't really draw anything until my senior year in high school. I finally was able to kind of finish in a story. It wasn't a good story. And then I think my junior year in college, I majored in psychology. I was pre-med in college. My parents wanted me to become a doctor. And I decided then that I wanted to really try to break into this thing that I loved, namely comics. And so I really started getting more serious about it. I went to the library, started checking out art books on how to draw figures, perspective, any drawing book really. There was very little books about comics themselves. Obviously there was no internet, so there was no way I could find artists, stalk them online or whatever. So none of that was available to me. Excuse me. And then I started putting samples together. I mailed them into different companies, and that really didn't lead anywhere, other than I got a bunch of rejection letters that I've posted on Instagram, at Jim Lee Art, like for like, follow for follow. So, just in case you guys are out there. Excuse me. I'm going to use this later. I like to have a certain viscosity. Anyway, what was I saying? But then I heard that you had to meet editors in person to get a job. And so I went to a Comic-Con in New York City. I showed my portfolio to some editors at Marvel, and that's where I got hired. So for those of you who are interested in breaking into comics, it can happen to you at places like this. Anyway, yeah. So that's kind of Act One. Then so I worked at Marvel for a long time. I left and co-created or co-founded Image Comics with a bunch of other artists. Yeah, it's all right. You can applaud. If you that's sort of a crazy time. And then I was there for maybe 6 years, and I sold my company to DC in 1998. So I've been with DC for a long time, 20 years now. And initially I was just running the company that they purchased, but I think, was it 9 years ago? Or something like that, 8 or 9 years ago, they elevated me up to co-publisher with Dan DiDio, and so we oversee the print and digital slate for DC Comics, about 80 books a month, 25, or 80 comic books a month, about 25 to 30 books a month. And then just recently, they added some responsibility, so I'm the chief creative officer as well, and so, yeah, thanks. Thank you. Thanks. So, and then, you know, really kind of following the footsteps of Jeff Johns really laid the foundation for that job, and just kind of interface with all the people on the theatrical, TV, cartoons, games, and consumer products. But I still find time to teach young people how to draw. It's really my life passion. I love seeing the sparkle in their eyes. The spark of creativity. It unites us all, right? Can you not say that we feel united in this task?
We're having a bonding moment right
That's right. That's okay. Good. You are done. Okay, great. All right. So I'm gonna.
Okay. Well, this is embarrassing.
Oh no! You don't. You have to
After
hurry.
you finished?
No, I'm gonna ink those pieces now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little different. Okay. Where was I? Oh.
Scott Williams here.
Actually, I'm gonna bring some people up to help me ink this. People are kind of like, what are we really getting out of this now? Have you ever heard of a story called Stone Soup? It's a classic. People are Googling Stone Soup right now. I know it. Anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of the down and dirty of my career. There's been a lot of ups and downs. Mostly ups, though, I think. It's been pretty good. Obviously, I've drawn characters like the X-Men, the Punisher, Wildcats, Gen 13, Batman, Superman, all those characters. So I've had a long career, and so one of the things I really do enjoy doing, though, is going out and kind of talking about my life. I know a lot of you guys are aspiring artists, and I think really at the end of the day, my parents were not supportive of me doing this, and in the end I had to fist fight with them. No, I had to convince them to give me this opportunity, and they let me have a year to kind of explore it, and thankfully I was able to get a job in comics, but they've been tremendously big fans ever since. I always like to tell the story that when I got the news from Marvel that I got in, my mom and I, we kind of did this little dance in the kitchen. Should I recreate it for you guys? No. It's a Korean. It's like hip hop, and it's like no, it's not.
You said it. You do it. You meant it.
No, there's no dance. We hopped around together, holding hands in a circle. I don't know what else you would call it. Dance like. Yeah, and then they became like my worst. They became uber fans. They became like the most stalkerish fans ever. They started subscribing to Wizard magazine. I've told the story before, but they you know, in the Wizard magazine back in the day, they would have top 10 lists, like the top 10 hottest writers, top 10 hottest artists, and sometimes I would be on that top, right? But then if I wasn't, my mom would call me up. This is true. You should be Jim, why you number 2? And that is a very racist impersonation of my mom. And I can only do it because A, she's my mother, and B, I'm Asian. But I know in the near future, I, even as an Asian, won't be able to make that joke. So I rue the day when not even racists can make that joke. So that time is coming. Anyway, so Where was I? Okay, yeah. So they were really into it, and they would come to Comic-Con. Luckily, they're too old to travel, and they would wait in line. They would be the first person in line for my signings. I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, I just saw you last night for dinner. I can sign this at home. I'd come home for Thanksgiving, they would have a pile of books. These are from all the nurses in the ER. Can you dedicate that one to Marge? Can you dedicate? I mean, it was literally like Comic-Con every time. Yeah, but I love them. They're good people. Anyway, so that's that. If you guys want to ask questions, try to keep it clean. I know what kind of people my fans are. Oh, also let me plug some things before I get into this. So, how many of you guys know what Twitch is? All right, how many of you watch my Twitch stream? How many of you are completely baffled right now? What the words that are coming out of my mouth made no sense. Like, whoop, 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 whoop. So, oh, you taking off? Oh, wait, come back, quick. I want to call out. Oh no, you're taking off. Oh, it's okay. Oh no, okay, sorry. No, I was going to give a shout out. So I was calling my family. I've got my wife here. Hello, say hi to everybody. She comes to every one of my panels. I want to give her full credit, because honestly, I would never show up on time if she weren't with me. We have our friend Paula here. Hi, Paula. We have our lovely daughter, Caitlin Lee Garza. Say hi. Wave to everyone. She's here with her girlfriend, LJ. It's her first Comic-Con, so let's give her a big warm welcome. And saving the best for last, and I honestly, Rich and Jenny, who are LJ's parents, I shared this story. This is the first time I met the parents of Caitlin's girlfriend, so I wanted to share my life story with them in an entertaining fashion. So, do you guys feel like you know me better a little bit? Okay. So thank you guys for coming. I know you have more important things to do, like wait in someone else's line. That's okay, no offense. I know there's like that, whatever, signing for that TV show. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna go meet the stars of Winona Earp, whatever. It's a book I published back in the day. But anyway, have fun. Say hi to those guys for me. Take lots of pictures. All right. Okay, bye. No, is it rude for people to leave a panel mid-panel? Like, what do you guys think? I don't know what the etiquette is these days. Millennials, like, I don't know. Sorry, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just wondering, all the jobs you've had over your whole career, what's been your favorite one, or been the most satisfying, other than like doing the creative work?
Jobs or like art jobs?
Like jobs.
Jobs?
Publishing or like.
Can I go to jobs I had before publishing? I used to deliver pizza.
Yeah, well, whatever's your favorite.
I delivered pizza in college. I made $12 an hour with tips, and that was my best paying job. Only beat out by working in comics. It was close initially, but it's better now. My best, I'll tell you, I worked on the DC Universe online game. That was a 5-year project. Game's still out there now, 8 years running or something. I know people are really fond of it. It's free to play if you guys ever want to check it out, but you create your own superhero, jump into the DC Universe. And that was a huge project involving lots of people. We work with the company, it's called Daybreak now, but it was Sony Online Entertainment. So that was really cool, doing something different out of the norm. Working on this DC Universe app has been an incredible journey. It's 2 years running. It's kind of creating a game. I mean, there's the tech side of it, and then obviously the creative side of it. And I'm very excited for the opportunity to bring our content and comics to maybe casual readers for the cheap, low price of $7.99 a month. I'm going to say that over and over. Anyway, yeah, so those are kind of stand out, but I would say everything. I've been working in this business for a long time. What keeps me going is the fact that I love new responsibilities and doing new kinds of things. I'm reading a lot of scripts now, and that's a lot of fun, kind of getting to see behind the scenes how the things that people have planned to show you. But the more you learn, the more you realize you can't share it with other people. So it's a very lonely job, but it's okay. I have my lovely wife with me, so it's all good. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Hi, Jim again. It's Adrian, and I was wondering, what are the deadlines like at DC or Marvel or any company for that matter? Because as I am practicing being a comic writer, I notice that I need to speed up my typing and just like me working on scripts and stuff. And I was wondering what deadlines are like that so I can get a basis for that.
I'm probably the wrong person to ask about deadlines. Did I say that seriously? They say to have a career in comics, I heard Neil Gaiman give this at a commencement speech once. I thought it was beautiful. You either have to have two of three things, right? So you can be either very talented, or you can be very nice, or you can be on time. Okay, so you kind of guess which of the two, or you can be the publisher and then you don't have to worry about deadlines. So that's the other kind of backdoor way. No, but it's super important. So when I started out, I was always on time. I did a monthly book, and I would work all night, all-nighters, getting that stuff done. And I remember at one point, keeping track through my vouchers that I penciled like 240. If you guys want to, so 240, wait, what time is it? How much time do we have left? Sorry, I lost track of time. When is this at? Sorry, I didn't mean that like in a negative way. I love spending time with you guys. You guys are my favorite fans of the show so far. So, what was I saying? So the deadlines, but it's super important early on to establish that you're responsible. Certainly as you get, sort of move up the ranks and gain more notoriety, people will kind of look the other way or give you that space. But really, they build in buffers in the deadline, so it's not about making that date. It's more about communication. So if you know you're going to be late, you tell the editor as soon as possible, hey, I don't think I'm going to make it. They can adjust everything else. So what burns people is not that you don't make the deadline, it's that you don't tell them or you disappear when the deadline comes up, because that happens a lot too. And then people just lose their whatever, boop, boop, boop. And they're not happy, and that's how people get their job, how they lose their jobs. But if you say, look, I'm not gonna make this deadline, I got sick, or my kid got sick, or whatever, there's almost always a cushion built in it, and they can adjust it, so I would just say, with all things, be in communication with your editor, and always tell them how you're coming along, and that means a lot. Okay? Oh, I thought I had a brush with me. Anyone have a brush? Come to the 5 o'clock panel.
I got a brush pen if you want to use it.
I really thought this panel was later in the day for some reason. So I've been on nonstop since 6:30 this morning doing stuff. Mostly sleeping till about 10, but I've been busy since 6:30. No, I was actually, I don't know if all you guys know my sense of humor, but I was working at 6:30. I was doing press, and if you go to the DC Universe activation. No, but I'll take it. All right. Here's the cat. Oh, okay. At the DC, if you guys go over there, it's pretty cool. You can actually walk through all the different shows, right? So they have like a room where you put on a hazmat suit, an Arkham Asylum hazmat suit, and you smash, you're like kind of in a padded cell, and you basically smash these different containers that are filled with red, blue, and black paint. It's a Harley Quinn design room, because it was a Harley Quinn animated series. You get a helmet, you smash this stuff up, and they have a camera that takes pictures in slow-mo, 360 or something like that. It's pretty cool. There's a Swamp Thing experience where you kind of walk through and the foliage comes to life and perhaps may grab at you as you walk through the swamp. You go into Dick Grayson's loft from the Titans show, and you have to figure out kind of like escape room how to access a point that will show you some cool footage. And there's a section where you answer, but are you guys anxious to leave now and go?
I'm actually anxious to show you if you're ready.
Oh, no, not yet.
All right.
Yeah, once I finish this, I'm gonna go ahead and If I don't finish inking him, I'm going to take him to the other panel.
Oh my.
I'll still give this one away, but I've got to learn how to talk and draw. I used to be able to do it.
Great.
No, I was better at it before. Anyway, so where was I? What was I saying? Oh, so if you go over there, you do that experience. If you're into Young Justice, you answer all these questions and it tells you which character you are. So it's a really cool experience. I would recommend you go in there. Why did I bring that up?
You woke up at 6.
Oh, so 6:30. So I went over there. Sorry. I'm like, I wish I were kidding. Like yesterday, I spent 3 hours there doing interviews from 3 to 6, and then another hour of some other stuff. So this con has been in full force. It feels like it's been a couple weekends already, and I realize it's only
It's not even started
Wednesday.
yet.
No, it's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, wow. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Anyway, so yeah, so I swung this mallet and it further injured my arm. That's why I've got my helpers, and I appreciate you guys helping me out on this.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, if you guys want to plug anything you're working on, this is the opportunity to do it. We have a captive audience. They're going to stay around because they might win this sketch. We can say whatever we want at this point.
Is it cool if I can say that this is my first time up here in San Diego at Comic-Con? I'm 38 years old. You're the reason I started collecting comics. I started with Alpha Flight, then went to Chris Claremont, Uncanny X-Men, and this is a real pleasure to be up here, and you've like changed my life basically, and I just wanted to tell you that. Thank you. And I hope this picture proves it to you, because you are my real inspiration of how I started drawing in the first place.
Now I feel pressure to go like, oh my God, I love it. It's so awkward. I'm really bad at this.
You're doing fine.
No, dude, I appreciate the sentiment, even without the drawing.
Well, I hope that my drawing shows how much of a fan I am too.
It does. Yeah, it's good.
If Tanya likes it, I like
I
it.
like it a lot.
Okay, great. Next question.
Hi, Jim. I'm Amari. Thank you so much for being here. I have to say that your art on the cover of Justice League Origins is like the reason I picked up my first comic. So thank you for basically changing my life as well.
Oh, thank you.
My question is, so do you think that these big budget movies and the transition of comics into more of the mainstream has been more of a positive or negative impact to like the true comic book industry in terms of the content and direction that it's influenced?
Wow, that's a serious question. I feel like
I'm here for
AP
research.
English. Are you writing your term paper on this? Am I being officially interviewed for a project that you're writing? Oh, compare and contrast the 19th century. Oh, I'm having weird flashbacks. Threat or menace, comic book movies. Is that the topic? You should sensationalize it more. I think you should. Did you see what I just said? Threat or menace? That's an old J. Jonah Jameson joke. Spider-Man, threat or menace? That's a really bad Stan Lee impersonation. Yeah, so I think overall they've been extremely, obviously very influential and beneficial to our business, right? There's more awareness about our characters and our stories than ever before in the history of comics, okay? They're the corner. Am I going too fast? I want to make sure you get every.
I'm typing fast.
Are you typing it? You can record it. There's a feature on the phones. I just discovered. I will speak loudly and clearly. Are you going to really type every?
Yeah, I'm a fast typer. I'm in college.
Apparently, once you leave college, you cannot push buttons fast enough. Did you get that first sentence?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what I said. I think the challenge for the publishing industry is how we can leverage people's love for these characters created by the movies and bring more readers into the fold.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Good luck with that. Let me know what kind of grade you get. And if you just could, like, add Jim Lee Art somewhere in the paper. Give me
Thank you. Like, this is awesome. Thank you.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. So I was talking about Twitch. I forgot about that. So I want to give some other call-outs. I understand. So if you guys follow the Twitch stream, anyone here? Woo! Oh, there are a lot. Okay. There's only like 100 people on there anyway, so I think most of them are here. So some of our mods are here. I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. So I'm gonna have them stand up. So we have Kirihiko. I don't know what their real names are. This is just their pet name, like Trisha's. She's all the way here from Switzerland. So when I stream, when I would stream late at night, and she would be awake all the time, and it was weird. But so she was the first, and then Ren Elephant, stand up, Ren Elephant. Hey, right, and then Crispy Egg Roll. Do you regret the name you made as your handle now? Oh, apparently they don't get along anymore. Okay, hey, Crispy Egg Roll over there in the house. And then he's not a mod, but he's one of the people I game with, Poop Kid. I know hey, that is his name, and I don't know if he regrets it or not. But he has another avatar called Fecal Lad. Anyway, so I wish I were making it up, but that's obviously something that happened when he was growing up between the ages of 2 and 3. Because that's the stage, right? If you're into Jungian or Freudian psychology, which is what I was into. Anyway, so I want to thank you guys for being here, and thank all the people that are on Twitch. If you don't know what Twitch is, it's just like YouTube, that it's happening in real time. You go and I stream every Sunday at about 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:10. And I draw pictures and I give them away to people on stream. So it's a kind of a real life, or it's a digital version of this, but with better art. That's all right, better art.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly better art and better banter, maybe, possibly, depending on whether I'm painkillers or not. So, so it's a good time. So I'm just gonna put that out there for you guys. It doesn't cost you anything to watch. So check it out. All right, sir. Yes, you had a question.
Well, my name is Mao. I'm from Mexico.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan. I just checked your anime drawings on Twitter. My question is there any other anime character you would like to draw, such as Goku or...
Who put you up to this? Goku was pretty popular. Who put you up to this? This sounds like I made the mistake of saying I would only draw Goku once, and I did it kind of, like, I'm not an anime artist, right?
Yeah, people got too critical.
Yeah, people were very critical, very critical. Hurt my feelings. Yeah. Actually, I didn't care. So, no, I mean, I care, of course. I love hearing constructive criticism, and I do want to improve my abilities as an artist, and, everyone has a voice. It's important for us to listen to everyone's opinion, and but man, these people were so opinionated.
These guys are too far apart.
No, I got a lot of likes and a lot of comments. So I said, after that, I'm just going to keep drawing anime characters and just get under the skin of these people. So I've been drawing characters that I can't even pronounce correctly, apparently, because people on stream are like, that's not Vegeta. It looks like how you would spell Vegeta if you were an English speaker. Hello. Almost born in America right here. If it's Vegeta, I would probably put 2 E's in the middle, right? Am I not right?
We're not.
It's okay to agree with me.
No, you're wrong on that.
I haven't drawn One Punch Man, but that's next, I think.
Oh, yes.
I did meet the creator of that. He's into, we did a panel together in Japan, and he's a really nice gentleman, and I made him draw Batman and Robin. And I was very supportive. And so recently I drew All Might.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm enjoying, actually I do enjoy drawing them because it's something I would probably never draw otherwise. I've drawn Marvel characters, obviously, DC characters, but it's fun to do something that's kind of neutral and actually taps into a huge a huge fan base. There are people that, it blows up when I put up these characters, and so I'll do more of them. What was there one you wanted me to draw? Goku? I've already done that, so I'm done with that character. I'm moving on to that. No, I think I'll probably do another Goku just to get back at this.
Yeah, get in there.
Just make it even weirder, like Bat-Mite Goku or something, or just, stick figure Goku. It's like, hey, look at this, I've captured the anime style. No, that's not a dig against. Oh my God! Stop! Please. I'm all about the love. All right. Is that good? Okay. You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Jim.
Hello.
I have a quick two-part question. First part is there any chance that the Wildstorm roster would ever get added to the DC universe in the comics? And the second part of the question is, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Can I get that drawing when you're done?
What? Shoot your shack?
I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Is that like a dirty thing? What is that?
Shoot the J, shoot it.
I don't even know what that means, dude. Sorry. That's another thing that happens on Twitch. I use a lot of what I consider to be English phrases, and then people are like, what does that mean? Like, you've heard the expression suck eggs, right? How many people? Raise your hands. See, I'm not alone. It's a common phrase, suck eggs. And people on the stream are like, what does this mean?
Is that their voice?
Yeah, exactly. That when I read chat, that's the voice that goes through my head. Why is your Goku so messed up? I can't believe you didn't let me win this Magneto sketch. Anyway, sorry. Inside joke. Sorry. So thank you. Oh, no. So you can't win it. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to give it out randomly. I appreciate the effort. And then what was the first part of the question?
Gender.
The Wildstorm?
Oh, well, we have incorporated, when we did the New 52, we incorporated into it. I don't think it was super successful, to be honest. I think it's hard to incorporate characters that already exist into a world which already has Batman and Superman, because now all of a sudden you're never going to be Batman or Superman in terms of iconography or iconicness or whatever the word is, iconicity. So at the end of the day, that's why we decided to kind of pull them out, let Warren and Ellis kind of have some fun with it, and I think they work better in a world where they're the main stars. And then some of the DC characters have come up as villains in his world, right? So, whether it's Green Arrow, whoever. So, some interesting things that he's doing. Okay? Thank you for your question.
Very good.
And continue shooting the shack. Go with God. What does that mean? Really? What does that mean?
Shooting the shot.
Shooting the shot.
One bullet.
One bullet.
Yeah, he's got one shot. He's gonna take it.
Shooting the shot. Okay. Take the shot. I've heard that phrase. Shooting the shot. Okay. He's taking the shot. Okay. Basketball, right? Or volleyball? No. Basketball. Sorry. Yes, sir.
All right. This kind of ties in with a question I was asked a couple questions ago, but
it's okay.
If there were any character from the other universe that you used to work at that you could take over in a free agency, or better yet, trade somebody from DC to them, who would you want to trade and who would you want to get?
I like that.
That's a random question. Interesting. That I'm immediately then saying which kids I don't like. You're trying to trap me. The headline would then be Jim Lee hates Blue Beetle. That's not who I hate, but I'm just saying. I'm not going to fall for that, sir. Yeah, I think I'll rephrase it a different way. I like a lot of characters that don't have a lot of superpowers, so I like characters like Nick Fury, Black Widow, and that's why when I jumped onto X-Men, I spoke with Chris Claremont, and he said, like, what characters do you want to use? And I said, I actually said, like, well, you don't know what's in the next issue? Like, are you bleeping me? And I couldn't believe that, and I don't mean this as a negative against Chris, but it was just, I was shocked that he didn't know what the next month or 2 months down the line what he was doing. And to his credit, he just makes it up, which is what we all do, right? But as a fan, I thought he had it planned out for 2 years. But I told him, these are the characters I liked, and then he came up with that amazing Madripoor story. And so, so those are the characters I like. There's, you know what? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that question other than I like those characters at Marvel. And then on the DC side, I love the Legion characters. I love Wonder Woman. I think there's a lot of characters I haven't really done a lot with at DC yet that I would like to eventually try my hand at. Yes. Yes.
Greetings everyone in the panel. My question is to Jim.
Are you sure? You don't want to answer? I didn't know.
No.
I'm glad you clarified, but it's okay. They are open to questions. Tanya, what is Jeff Campbell's favorite food?
Tacos.
Tacos?
Yeah.
Really? When he was at the studio, I don't know what he was like.
McDonald's?
McDonald's?
I don't know.
Is it really?
Moscow Mules?
Oh, Moscow Mules. Is that a food group?
So my
Yes.
question is to Jim.
This is the last question. Make it good.
Okay. So what inspires you? What inspires?
What, did you Google good questions to ask at Comic-Con?
I just write it down in my note. What inspires you to bring different iterations to a superhero costume over the time?
What inspires me to create good iterations?
Different changes to the superheroes or the superheroes costume.
I think you look at fashion trends, you look at the history. I always try to look at the history of the costume, the designs, and then I think about kind of what's current. But I know that what I do is a bit of a lightning rod. There are people that like the designs, people that don't. There's also another thing about when you design costumes. Sometimes the person that designs it can draw it really well, but then other people have a more difficult time kind of bringing out the same sort of energy or look to it. So I think it's multifaceted. That said, I don't design too many costumes anymore. We pretty much go to several different people. Even the costumes I was getting a lot of crap for on New 52, I didn't design, but I'm happy to accept the blame. So we bring people in as part of the creative process to work on designs, and we kind of pick the best ones and go with it. Okay? All right, thank you very much. I want to thank the people here at the panel, Alex, Justin, and Tanya. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, you gotta show them.
Got Tanya's. Ladies first.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Cute.
Is that a bow tie?
Sailor Batman.
Sailor Batman. I love it. Very cool. So this is Alex's. Alex's. Where's the egg though? Did you even draw an egg?
Egg, it's upside down egg. It's right there.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. There we go. That's actually great.
That's good.
Cool. So I'm going to ink these. All right.
So you asked me to draw that.
All right. Okay. Here we go. You set me up, Harry's. Wow. Oh, there you go. Hey, there you go. All right. There you go.
I told you I'd try my best.
You did do your best. All right, thank you very much. Go ahead and sign these with ink, guys. So there's the 5 o'clock panel is in room number 2. So I'm going to ink those and talk a little bit. I think, yeah. So I'm going to give this one away. How are we going to do this?
Probably don't.
Do the magic have numbers on it?
I've been training all year.
Okay. I'm going to do this. I've done this one before. Does anyone have... No, not a birthday, because I know someone has a birthday here. Does anyone have a receipt from Taco Bell? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, we're done.
That'd have been awesome.
Nope. All right, how about McDonald's? McDonald's? These are all the companies I hold stock in. All right, who's celebrating a birthday today? First person up wins. Right there, sir, come on up. Let me see what you have. Of course you need to show ID. I believe you, son. All right, let's see. Is today the 19th?
Yes.
All right. Corrective lenses. Interesting. Okay. Very good. Joe? Marvin, sorry. Marvin, Joe, congratulations. Here you go. Very much. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate you coming and putting up with all my bad dad jokes. So thank you, Tanya, Justin, and Alex again. We'll see you guys later.